હા, માસ્ટરમાં તો લખી નાખું છું.
Okay, so I'll continue.
Who is Jamin bhai?
Yes, good morning everyone. I hope all of you are fine and welcome back again to the online studies. Those who have not written the names, please write the names so that ma'am can take the attendance. And ma'am was asking about someone like Jamin Bhai. So whoever is there, the student's name has to be written in the chat box so that your attendance can be marked present. See, if you don't write your name, then maybe you will be marked absent. So see that you write the names in the chat box.
And if they start presenting the screen, I will remove them. Huh?
Yes, okay.
And who is Amreen Fatima?
Think Amreen Fatima. Okay. So I hope all of you have written the names in the chat box. Now no one is left. And yesterday, had we, I think we had reached the last page of the lesson, right? Only the last page of the lesson was left. And the reading, that paragraph was done. I had to start with the explanation, or not?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'll present my screen and be ready. See, if I ask the questions, the students whom I ask will give the answers. Please don't unmute your mic altogether. Okay? So see, I'll present my screen. And as ma'am said, if anyone presents the screen or if anyone unmutes the mic without permission, then that student will be removed from the lecture. So see that by mistake you don't present your screen while my screen is going on. Please. Okay. Thank you. See, we had reached here, this paragraph. Now, when Toto Chan, who presented the screen now? Who is that?
Siletia Rabia Barshri.
Okay. Okay. So, this reading of this paragraph we had done yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yes. So, when Toto Chan ran out of the things to speak, so Toto Chan doesn't have anything else to speak. So she was like, she felt ashamed, like she has got the golden chance to speak, and this time she has ran out of things. Now she doesn't have anything else to speak. But then she started racking her brains. I had told you yesterday the meaning of racking her brains. I think Rabia Bashri again she's presenting. She has to be removed now. Please stop presenting your screen in between. I had given instructions before I begin the lecture. Then you will not be admitted in any other lectures if you do this. So, see what is
Rabia
written over
Bashri,
here.
I am giving the last warning. Huh? Otherwise, I'll remove you from the group.
See, she could tell him about the dress she was wearing that day. Now she started speaking. Again, Toto Chan, when she was racking her brains, now she has another thought. Now she got an idea and she started speaking again. Again, she will go on and on for a few minutes. See, what is written? Now she will just speak about her dress she is wearing. Now on that day, the dress which she was wearing, the red color dress, which you already seen in the picture, she is wearing that dress, and now she wants to speak about the dress, and she will share that things with the headmaster. Mother made most of her dresses, but this one came from the shop. Now, who made most of the dresses? Mother. Means mother stitched the dresses. Mother used to stitch Toto Chan's dress, and most of the times she wore the dress which was stitched by her mother. Her clothes were always torn. So Toto Chan's clothes were always torn from somewhere or the other, and she came home in the late afternoon. So whenever she came back from the school, her clothes were torn. Some of the ribs were quite bad. So ribs means the cuts, the places from where your clothes are cut. It has a hole or it is cut. That is called ribs. So it was very bad. The clothes were torn very badly. Mother never knew how they got that way. Means she never knew how Toto Chan tore her clothes. She never had any correct explanation because she was mischievous girl. So she was a playful girl and anyhow she got her clothes torn. Even her cotton pants were sometimes in shreds. Again, shreds means the same thing. The ribs means the cotton pants, the white cotton pants were torn from some places when she came back home. She explained to the headmaster that they got torn when she crossed other people's garden. So she was trying to cross the garden. Without permission, she entered the garden and she tried to cross the garden of other people by crawling. Now, what is the meaning of crawling? You know how insects walk on four legs. Some insects have more than four legs. So, when even animals, when they walk on four legs, or the people, when you bend down and you walk on four legs, on two hands and two legs, that is called crawling. So when she crawled under the fences, now fences, you know that fences have sharp, the fences are pointed, and if your dress gets caught in the fences, your dress might cut, and it will become in shreds. So when she tried to cross the garden, when she was crawling and she tried to cross the garden of other people, and that is how she got her clothes torn, and she explained this thing to the headmaster. And this were her mischiefs which she never told her mother, but she is sharing with the headmaster because she has got the chance. So she is opening up and speaking each and everything whatever comes to her mind. And when she burrowed under the barbed wire, burrowed means when she hid, to hide somewhere means to burrow. When she was hidden in the barbed wire, barbed wire means the wire which is very sharp, pointed wire around the vacant lots, means wherever the empty places were there, she used to go and hide over there while she was playing with her friends. And when she was hidden with the barbed wire, under the barbed wire, obviously the wire which is pointed will tear your clothes. If your clothes, if your clothes get stuck in it, your clothes will be torn. So her clothes also got torn because of the barbed wire where she used to hide in the vacant lots, in the empty places while playing. So this morning she said, means this morning is today when she has come to the school. So this morning she said when she was getting dressed to come here, all the nice dresses that mother had made were torn. So all her nice dresses were torn. The dresses which were made by her mother were torn. Now she did not have any dresses, any stitched dresses. So she had to wear one mother had bought. Now today she is wearing a ready-made dress which is bought from the shop, not the dress which is made by her mother. It had small, dark, red and grey checks. So now red and grey checks clothes she is wearing today, which was made of jersey. Jersey means which is a woolen cloth, and you will not feel cold. See, she is wearing red and red color checks, red white checks today, and it is the type of jersey which is ready made, which is not made by her mother. It wasn't bad, but mother thought that red flowers embroidered on the collar were in bad taste. In bad taste means it was not looking good. According to the mother, this embroidered, see, this collar which Toto Chan is wearing, this collar doesn't look good. According to mother, this collar is not matching her clothes. That is what she said. It is in bad taste. Mother doesn't like the collar, said Toto Chan, holding it up for the headmaster to see. So now Toto Chan is showing this collar to the headmaster that see, my mother doesn't like this collar. She thinks that this is not matching my clothes. It is in bad taste. So till here it is clear, I hope so. Now we'll have to continue. So who wants to read?
Can I read, sir?
Yes, please read.
After that, she could think of anything more to say, no
Nothing
matter
more.
how,
Nothing more.
no, nothing more to say, no matter how hard she tried. It, sir, I can't see. It made her rather sad. But just then the headmaster got up, placed his large warm hand on her head, and said, "Well, now you are a pupil of the school."
Okay. Very. Now you can mute. See what is written over here. And that she could think of nothing more to say, no matter how hard she tried. So this was all. Now she is not able to speak anything else. That's it. Again, she spoke for a few minutes and now she stopped. Finally, she ran out of things. Now, she finally stopped and she doesn't have anything else. Now, whatever, now she was again racking her brains, but now she doesn't have anything else to speak. Whatever was there on her mind, she put it in front of the headmaster. It made her rather sad. Now, why did she become rather sad? Means she doesn't have anything else to speak, so she was sad that I want to speak something more, but I don't have anything else. But just then the headmaster got up and placed his large, warm hand on her head. Now headmaster placed his hand on her head, as you can see over here. Headmaster is placing the hand on the head of Toto Chan. See. Well, now you are the pupil of this school. So headmaster said that Toto Chan was the pupil of his school. Pupil means what? Student. Students, or you can say the synonym of that. So headmaster agreed, and finally he admitted Toto Chan to his school, and he said that now you are the pupil of the school, means now you have got the admission. Don't worry. Continue, Sarah.
Those were his words. A- And at that moment Toto Chan felt she had met someone she really liked for the very first time in her life. You see, up till then no one had ever listened to her for so long. And all that time the headmaster hadn't yawned once or looked bored, but seemed just as interested in what she had to say as she was.
Okay. So now there were those were his very words. Means these were his words that now you are the pupil of the school. These were his words. And at that moment, Toto Chan felt that she had met someone she really liked for the first time in her life. Now, Toto Chan felt that she has met someone for the first time that she likes a lot. She had never met the person like his headmaster previously in her life. And this is the first time that she is meeting someone and she likes him a lot. Why? Because he gave Toto Chance the chance to speak whatever was on her mind, and he did not ask any formal questions, being a headmaster, and that's what she liked. And he even enjoyed it. Toto Chan spoke for for a long time, and the headmaster didn't even get bored once. You see, up till now, no one had ever listened to her for so long. Means till now, no one had given Toto Chance the chance which headmaster had given, and that's why she was very happy. And all that time the headmaster hadn't yawned. Yawned means, what is the meaning of yawn? Can anyone tell me?
यौन मीन्स
Yes.
गुजराती में कैसे हिंदी में
Yes, you can use the Gujarati word. Yes.
बगासा
When you are tired, when you run, it is a scientific reason that short of oxygen sometimes is there. So when you open your mouth and you yawn, it is it is actually scientific reason is getting short of oxygen. But here, yawning means to get bored. So headmaster wasn't yawning. Even at once he didn't yawn while listening to Toto Chan. Means he wasn't bored at all, or looked bored but seemed just as interested in what she has to say. So headmaster was interested. He didn't get bored and he was interested. Whatever Toto Chan said, he listened to her very carefully and very interestingly, and that's what she liked the most. And no one before had given the chance. No one in the life had given the chance to Toto Chan. So she was really happy this time. Okay, now someone else will continue.
सर सर कैन
Your name?
मेरी मेघानी
Okay, Marin, read.
yes Toto Chan hadn't learned how to take time yet, but it seemed like a rather long time. If she had been able to, she would have been astonished and even more grateful to the headmaster. For you see, Mother and Toto-chan arrived at the school at 8, and when she had finished talking and the headmaster had told her she was a pupil of the school, he looked at his pocket watch and said, "Ah, it's time for lunch." So the headmaster must have listened to Toto-chan for 4 solid hours.
Okay. So here comes the end of the story, and now we come to know that for how long Toto Chan had been speaking, constantly speaking, and she didn't stop unless it was a long time. Now see, Toto Chan hadn't learned how to tell time yet. Means she did not know. She did not know when the children are young. They don't know. Means they face difficulty when they look at the watch. They don't know if it is a half past two or quarter past two. They are sometimes it's very confusing for them unless they learn time in maths. So even Toto Chan had not learned how to see the time. So she was unable to see. If it is digital watch, then it's okay. But if it is analog, then it's very difficult. But it seemed like a rather long time. So Toto-chan understood that I have spoken for a long time, but she did not know how much long time. If she had been able to, she would have been astonished. Means if the author is telling us that if Toto-chan was able to see the time, if Toto-chan knew how to tell the time, then she would be very astonished, means very surprised. Why? And even more grateful. And if she was able to see the time, if she would be able to see, then even she would be grateful. She would even thank the headmaster from the bottom of her heart. For you see, Mother and Toto Chan arrived at the school at 8. So Mother and Toto Chan had come at 8 o'clock in the morning. And when she had finished, so when Toto Chan completed her talk, so Toto Chan, when she finally stopped talking, and the headmaster had told her she was the pupil of the school. So finally, headmaster gave his statement that you are the pupil of the school. And he looked at his pocket watch. So when headmaster took out the pocket watch, the hand watch, and said, "Ah, it's time for lunch." Means it might be 12 o'clock by now, right? Because it was 8 o'clock when they came, and when headmaster said that it's time for lunch, means lunch is at after in lunch we have in afternoon. So afternoon begins at 12 o'clock. So it might be at least 12 o'clock. So that must we can say that headmaster must have listened to Toto Chan for 4 solid hours. Why is it written solid hours? Because she spoke constantly without getting bored. Even headmaster heard her constantly for 4 solid hours. That's why it is called solid hours. She spoke unstoppably, and she never even saw the time. She never even imagined that she was speaking for so much long time. And that's how we can say that Toto Chan was really happy, and finally she got the admission. And the headmaster understood that I have got a very smart girl in my school, because she was able to describe her feelings. Uh, she was able to speak whatever was there on her mind, and she didn't even feel shy. She was alone without her mother, and still she was so much comfortable. So that shows that she is eligible to get the admission. Because how can we recognize that the child is a smart child or not? When the child is able to speak whatever is there on his mind, and he is able, or he or she is able to put it in words, and if the parents are not around, still the child is comfortable. All these things show that the child is eligible to get the admission. Because for first standard or the kindergarten, this much is enough. The smartness of the child can be known with all these things. And Toto Chan was really smart girl, and she got the admission finally in the school. So if you have any doubts, you can unmute your mic and ask till here. I give 1 minute. If you have any doubts, please ask.
No, sir.
Okay. So I think it's clear. If you have any doubt, then you can type. See, I've just opened my chat box. Astonished, someone is asking. I think Sarah. Astonished means surprise. Anything else? See, my chat box is open. You can type your doubts. Some students might feel shy. No, some students ask in the chat box. They don't want to open up their mic. No problem. So no doubts. Okay. Now see the names I will speak in the. I'll give the names in the sequence, and the answers of the questions will be given by the students in the same sequence. So as the names are written, I can see, as you can see on your screen also. First answer will be given by Delisha, then second Sakina Merchant, then Vasaya Conan, then Sara, then Tathir will give the answer, then Sheikh Muskan, Mukani Muskan. See, I'm the sequence which I am following. The same sequence will be followed while giving the answer. Then Nurani Sakina. Let's begin. So you can see my screen very clearly as I expect. So first answer. Who was the first one? Please unmute your mic.
Delisha Mansoori.
Sir, right.
Yes, read the question and then give the answer.
What unusual thing struck uh, Toto Chan when she stood at the entrance of the school?
Did
Means,
you understand the question?
yes,
Okay. So unusual things means when Toto Chan was about to enter the school, what did she see that was strange for her? That was different as compared to the previous school.
she see that it was train, so she was very surprised, and
Okay.
she
Then
thought that in train we have to study.
okay. Anything else? But she saw that railroad cars after some time. But when she was about to enter at the entrance, did she see the gate like our school as a gate
Yes,
normal?
she was going, so she thought that gate is being bigger than she is walking.
It is growing.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Well tried. Now you can mute your mic. See, now I'll give the answer, and the answers will also be put. So today it will. This will be the homework, and we are discussing the answers right now. Toto Chan was struck by the gate of her new school. Why? Because the gate post, the two gate posts, which were the trees with the roots, not actually the gates. She was also amazed, means surprised, to see that the school consisted, means the school had six abandoned railroad cars. These words were there in the textbook. Six railroad cars were there, means the train in that the six compartments you can say. So six abandoned. Abandoned means which are not in use. So six abandoned railroad cars were there. Those were the classrooms actually, not actually the railroad cars, but inside there were the classrooms. So these things were there, which were unusual for him, for Toto Chan. Okay, second answer. Second question first you have to read. Whosever turn it is, please unmute your mic. Yes,
Excuse me,
Sarah.
sir.
Yes, Kina.
Sir,
Yes.
where we reached, actually, my internet connection problem was there, so I left.
Second one, see. Second
Okay,
question.
okay, sir. Okay, thank you. Why did Toto Chan's mother run after her? So, uh, Toto Chan's mother ran after her daughter to prevent her from entering a classroom because she was very mischievous and she had not taken admission there. So first she need to take admission, so she should go to the headmaster's office.
Okay, you can mute your mic. Excellent, and it is the perfect answer. I don't have to correct you anywhere. Very good. Now, after Sakina, whose turn? Please unmute your mic.
Okay.
Yes.
What favor did Toto Chan want to ask the headmaster?
Okay. Can you just
Toto,
increase the volume a little?
Toto
Yes.
Chan want to ask the favor to headmaster that whether he is a station master or a headmaster.
That was the first question she asked. Favor means what help or what request did she make him? That is favor.
Um,
Okay, I will ask you another question. No problem. Be ready. I will ask you the different question. Then who else is there? Means after a rooster.
I,
Yes, whose turn it is?
my sir.
Okay. So third one. What favor did Toto Chan ask the headmaster?
Toto Chen asked the headmaster that would you be give the admission in your school?
Yes,
That's
very good.
the favor she held.
Okay, that's it. This is one line answer. Toto Chan wanted to ask the headmaster whether she could join his school, or in other words, whether could she get the admission or not. Very good. So we have done the first one, second, and third one. Now after that, whose turn? After Sarah.
Send my
Okay, Tatir. Number four. Why did Toto Chan have a moment's uneasiness? Why did she feel uncomfortable for a moment?
Toto Chan have also nicely. She explained that so this is the morning of the she is went to host the guests to nursery place in the mother make us to do so. She is a mother at abroad.
Where, she was sitting with whom? Tatir. With whom she was sitting in the office?
Headmaster.
Okay. So was she comfortable or uncomfortable at first? In the
Comfortable.
starting, uncomfortable. Okay, you can mute your mic. Now after the Tiru's turn, I want this same answer. Whose turn it is? Can anyone tell me? Hello. Whose name had I spoken after the Tir?
Makani Muskan.
Okay. So number four.
Go first, Sheikh Muskan, then I am there.
Okay, Sheikh Muskan. Then where is she? Please give the answer. Sheikh Muskan.
Not present.
Then where is she not there?
No.
Then you give the answer now. After Sheikh Muskan, whose turn it was to give the answer?
Sir, my turn is there. Why did Toto Chan have a moment uneasiness? Toto Chan have a moment's uneasiness when the headmaster told her mother to left her alone in the office with the headmaster.
Yes, good, very good. Toto Chan had a moment's uneasiness when the headmaster told mother to leave Toto Chan alone with him. So that was correct answer. Completed. We completed number four. Now number five. Unmute your mic, whoever turn it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, number five. Why did Toto Chan expect? Why had Toto Chan expected the headmaster to ask her questions she would have to answer?
Because she had to admit it in that school, so headmaster will take her interview.
Okay, no, good. So in other words, I can say that Toto Chan thought that the headmaster would ask questions because she expected him to find out what she was or which kind of girl she was before giving her admission to the school. That is the correct. That is the same answer, but in other words, I just spoke the answer. Then next. Whose turn it is? Number 6. Whose turn it is? See that again. I have to go over there on that screen to see whose turn it is. Please tell me whose turn. Hello. Is my voice clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So can anyone tell me that whose turn was there in this sequence?
Amidani Khadija.
Sir, I was last.
That you were the last.
Sir, I had written my name but it last.
Sir, I also.
Okay, then can anyone else give me the answer? Give me the answer yourself. When? How did she feel when headmaster announced that she was the pupil of the school?
Can I know?
Yes, give the answer.
Uh, Toto Toto Chan felt that she had met someone when she really liked for the first time that in her life.
What's your name?
Anjum.
Okay, so you have got the answers, I think, because you spoke the perfect answer, which is to be written in the fan. Anyways, it's correct answer. Very good. Toto Chen felt that she had met someone she really liked for the first time in her life. For the first time, she thought that I like this person a lot, and she felt that she is a very good person that he gave her the chance to speak whatever came on her whatever came on her mind. Now I'll have to go back to that screen and just give the sequence. So till where had I followed the sequence? Whose name was the last? Khadija's
Sakina
name was the
Nurani.
last. Nurani. Okay, so now after this, Khadija, Mahin, then Sakina, I think Panna Sakina, then Alfina, Tanzil, Modesa, then Alvina, Mahek. All this will give answers now. Okay, unmute your mic. The name which I said the first, and just tell me yes, so that I can read the question. Khadija, right? Hello, Khadija.
Yes.
So, see, we already discussed this. The first one. I already put the answers. You all might have seen. So, this first one is done. Now, we move to the second one. This one. What are you? A schoolmaster or a station master? So, first question is for you, Khadija. Who said these words and to whom?
Toto Chin said to headmaster.
Okay, good. Mute your mic. Toto Chan said these words to the headmaster. Second question is after Khadija, whose turn? Unmute the mic yourself. The name which I had said. Whose turn is it?
Tanzil Bhimani.
Second question. What made the speaker ask this question? Why did Toto Chan ask this question? Why did she ask this question to the mother? Okay. Then leave. If anyone else wants to give the answer after that, whosever turn it is, please give the answer in sequence. If the students are not giving the answer, then the students whose names are there after that the student will give the answer.
Sir, I.
Yes.
Tamanna.
Give the answer.
What made the speaker ask this question? Uh, uh, because that girl felt that because there is a train in the school, so this headmaster can be a station master also.
Okay, good. Well tried. And it is almost correct. The speaker asked, means speaker means the girl, Toto Chan. You can also write Toto Chan, or you can write the speaker. The speaker asked this question because the classrooms of the school were railroad cars, not the actual classrooms like we have. That's why. That's it. Then whose turn? Please make it fast. Don't waste time. Whose turn is that after this? How did the speaker's mother react to the question? What was mother's reaction when Toto Chan asked this question?
Sir Syed Sana's turn.
Okay. Sana, give the answer. After Sana, whose turn? Continue. I don't want to waste time.
Sir, my turn has came.
Rida Fatima Bojani, sir.
Yes. Third answer. Rida Fatima. Okay, leave. Ulvina. Ulvina, are you there? This is how I come to know.
Sir, just Jamali Sania.
Okay, give the answer. What was mother's reaction when Toto Chan asked this question in front of the headmaster and the mother? They both were standing, and Toto Chan asked this question to the headmaster. What was mother's reaction, or how did she feel? Give the answer. Who knows the answer? I think not all of you. What was the feeling that she
Sir,
had?
sir, can I say the answer?
Yes.
Sir, can I answer?
Tamanna.
Tamanna, give the answer.
How did the speaker's mother react to the question? The mother was very much means uh, scared on no not scared, uh, very much
Ashamed.
ashamed of that girl, but the headmaster was not that
Headmaster reacted
headmaster
polite.
reacted good means he didn't feel bad, he
He did not
laughed.
get angry.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. So we have completed this one. The speaker's mother was embarrassed, or you can say ashamed. See, I already discussed all these question answers with you, right? So you will be writing this. I may send the answer key in the group later on. See, the
Okay,
answers
sir.
are over here.
Sir, this is today's homework.
Yes, I will also put it in the group. So if anyone is willing to take the screenshot, they can take.
Okay, ma'am, sir.
These are the answers I have already given you. Okay. Now we shall continue with the next lesson. So today we are running short of time, so we shall just read. Okay. Now I'll change my screen. So because we have less time, I want to show you the poem which we have already done. Who will take the initiative to read this poem, The Road Not Taken, which the video
Sir,
already
can
is.
I?
Yes, please read.
Okay. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth.
Okay. See, this is diverged. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay. Continue, please.
Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim. Because it was grassy and wanted when, though as perfect the passing time, had borne them really about the same.
Read.
And both that morning equally lay in leaves most step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how well it's on to way, I doubt if I should ever come back.
Okay. Doubted. See, this is past tense. Okay.
Doubted.
Okay. Read this.
I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere age hence. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference.
Okay. This is what is this? Ages. Ages and ages. Means after many years. So I just want to ask that what is the message that we get from this poem? Just one question, the last question for today. What is the message that you get from this poem?
Can I say, sir?
Yes, please.
By this poem, the poet want to tell us the realities of our life, that every day by day, the difficult situation comes in our life, and sometimes it comes that we have to choose one thing from the two, and if we choose the one, we have to leave the two. So we should be sure that our choice is wise, and think twice, act twice.
Very good. Excellent answer. Okay, so tomorrow we'll continue with this. Means in the next lecture, whenever we have. And the homework will be put in the group, the questions which we have discussed today.